So, to summarize, I just have some general tips that will help you to be more successful in my class, and then a little bit more information about how to get in touch with me. So, I expect you to attend, if possible, all classes and participate fully in the classes that you attend. You should be prepared for class. We haven't talked that much about materials, but typically you will need some type of device. If you have a computer or Chromebook, that's great. If you need to use one of mine, that's a possibility. If you have a phone that can scan QR codes, watch videos, or upload assignments to Google Classroom, that's helpful as well. I will have binders available in the class, and I will have paper copies of the assignments, but there will still be usually some technology component a few times a week. So there may be days where there's no technology used at all, but there will be days where even if you're using paper, you will need to watch a short video or complete a simulation in order to finish your work. You'll also be expected to bring something to write with. I prefer pencil. If you need an extra pencil, let me know. I have binders in the class, but if you prefer to bring your own binder, that's fine too. I'll provide you with a label so that we can keep them organized and you can keep them in the class. That'll be mostly for your notes and practice work, and then we'll deal with assessments in a different way. You should focus on class. You should try not to be distracted. If I notice that you're distracted a lot, then we'll have to come up with a solution for that problem. You should practice. Chemistry is a little bit like learning science and a little bit like learning math, and oftentimes it does require some practice in order to feel confident, like you've mastered the material, and like you can do well on an assessment. If you need help, ask for help. There will be other students that might be ahead of you in the class. You are welcome to ask them for help. You can ask your peers for help. You can ask me for help. Obviously, I'm just one person, so sometimes you might have to be patient if you're waiting for my help. You're also welcome to send me a message if you're working on something outside of class time or if you have a question for me that you're not comfortable asking in class. I would recommend you either email me at the email address that's listed here, mansley@lawrence.k12.ma.us, or I would prefer if you message me on Remind since I get a lot of emails and sometimes it's easier to see your messages right away if you send them through Remind. I will talk about how to sign up for Remind on the next page. I'll also have some times before and after school that you can come for extra help, but that'll be by appointment. So let me know if you need extra help and I'll let you know when I'm available. So to join Remind, some of you have probably already done this. If you have, this should be easy for you. Look for your class period and find the class code. For example, the school automatically invites you to Remind using your school email. So if you prefer to get announcements and reminders and communicate with me through your school email, then you just need to go to your email and accept the invitation to Remind that you should have in your email inbox. If you would prefer to see your messages on your phone, you can download the Remind app. If you have the Remind app, then you can click Add Class and you can use our class code to add our class to your app. The nice thing about the app is that it threads your messages for each class, helps to keep it organized and also a little bit separate from your other types of communication. If you don't have the app and you don't want to get messages through email, you can also just get regular text messages. And anytime there's an image or something extra, it will provide a link for you. If you text our class code to 81010, you will receive text messages anytime I make an announcement. It's also possible to sign up for Remind in more than one method or more than one way, and then you'll just receive extra reminders, announcements, etc. If you sign up with text messaging, make sure that you type the class code and you send it to 81010. That's a short phone number that will tell Remind that you're trying to sign up. If it asks you if you're a student or a parent, make sure that you answer those questions so that it will fully register you for our class. If we have some type of urgent or immediate message, usually I will send it through Remind and also post it in the stream on Google Classroom. So those are both places to look for any sort of immediate information. If I'm expecting a message from you, I would check my Remind app or my email. Right now, I would like you to use Remind to send me a message about your hopes for this year. So whether you decide to accept the invitation in your email or use the Remind app or text me at 81010 with the class code, However you sign up, I'd like you to send the message, "My hope for this year is," and then complete that sentence. Once you finish this task, you are ready to complete the quizzes for this section. And once you get a passing score on the quizzes, then I'll know that you understand the grading policies and expectations for our class.